Hey everybody, Batjack JW coming to you. Well, we got 1911s on the table, and as you saw by the title of this video, we're talking about the Series 70, Series 80 type locking systems in it. You probably heard that term being loosely tossed around the 1911 world. This one here is a Colt Series 80. You can see it right there. Okay, and here I got one of their World War I reproduction pistols, and it does not have that. And what I'm talking about is, let's take it back over here, is that right there. It's actually a little button. Okay, so what is that? What does it do? Here we got I got the Kimber Desert Warrior, and you note it does not have it either. This is wood, this is not metal, so we're not just scarring up any guns. Okay, so I'm going to take the slides off and show you a little bit closer what we're talking about. Here's a better look at those slides. They're off. Here's the Series 80 firing pin stop, and here you see it does not exist on that one. Alright, what does that look like? What is it? Well, what it does is, when the trigger is pulled, there's a lever that comes up and pushes this into the slide, and that allows the firing pin to go forward. Now if it's not pushed, the firing pin cannot go forward. That's how it works. So in case the hammer were to accidentally trip off, it's not going to fire because the trigger's not been pulled. Go ahead and I'll show you the frame. Here's the frame, and you can see right there, there's the lever. And what I'll do is I'll hold the hammer back here, and I'll pull the trigger so you can see when I pull the trigger, see it pop up. Okay, the gripe with that is it adds, people say it adds to the trigger pull. To be quite honest with you, my opinion on this Colt, it's actually a pretty nice trigger. I don't really notice any kind of difference. Of course, I'm not some kind of big professional on these things or anything like that, so to me it's a great shooting gun. I got videos on it. It shoots just fantastic. I love it. Alright, so here we'll look at the frame here on this one. You see it, there is actually no cutout whatsoever, no lever. I'll give you a close look at side to side so you can kind of see. Okay, here's the Series 80, and you can see the difference there. Alright, so there it is. Got it out there so you can take a look at it, what it looks like. It's got a little spring in there. So that's what the slide has. Okay, so now we're looking in the frame, and you can see there it is. How does it work? Alright, so I'll get my little pointer here, and it's kind of dark in there, but you'll see it right there on the side, right there. And when I pull the trigger, you can see it move it right there. Right there. Alright, so go ahead and take a look at what those are, and we'll pull the hammer pin right here out, and you'll see it lives, well, part of it lives right there next to the hammer. And go ahead and take that out. Now sometimes this will just fall out. It may just do that here. There it is. That's what's popping up. This is what's contacting that right there. There's another part to this, and it's right there. So when that is pushed up from the trigger bar right here, it's contacting that, and it's bumping into this. So if you can imagine this being in the gun, the trigger is pulled, it bumps into the lever on the bottom, which taps into this one and pushes it up like that. Okay, so go ahead and pull this last pin to show you the final one. Now this, they're going to come tumbling out of there. You have the sear and disconnector, and there they are, and that's the other lever right there. That's the way it goes right there. So when it's like this and the hammer, or yeah, the trigger bar comes back, it's going to clip and bump into that. You can see what happens there. That right there. Give you a better example here. Basically, this is what's going on in there. Alright, so there are the two parts inside the frame and the part that's inside the slide that make it all the difference. This is what it is. This is what makes it the Series 80. Now some of them have incorporated this system by using the grip safety, I believe. Now this is just basically what Colt has come up with. A lot of other companies are very much the same when you hear this term being kind of tossed around. So anyway, and yeah, it's actuated by this trigger right here. So certain people definitely do not like it because it adds to the trigger pull and things. Like I said, for me, I haven't noticed anything really. But then again, I'm not just like the professional like 1911 shootist or something. So anyway, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's it. Kind of different. You can actually see the cutout is definitely different on there. So you always tell. They do sell a little block that you can put in here and get rid of these two levers and put in a spacer in there to take up where the space is to eliminate this system. And then of course you would just run your slide without it, without the pin, the blocker, the firing pin block. All right, so okay, so one of the things that I will say it's pretty nice about the firing pin block is it actually makes for reassembling the slide just a tad bit easier. Now somebody may disagree with me, but okay, get this lined up just right where we need it. Go ahead and start the firing pin and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, we'll put the get the pin ready, or the block ready. And normally the way you push, you get this started in there and you got to snap the back plate back in there. It's in there. And what it does is it holds it in there. Now I wouldn't go ahead and trust it too much, but it does make it simple so you can get in there and snap this back into place. Fairly easy. And then go ahead and push it. You see it just locks it in place. So yeah, you can look at it as maybe making it easier or not, but it does help a little bit. It's a little advantage you can use. That's how it works. So it's all back in there. That's now you know and understand, hopefully, how that works. And that's what makes it a Colt Series 80 or a Series 80 type pistol compared to, I guess, the Series 70, where it does not have that in there. Alright, well, I'm Jack JW. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see the complete disassembly in this pistol, check out my YouTube channel. I have a complete disassembly on the government model Series 80. Thanks for watching.